Welcome to our fourth installment on Xiang checkmate methods. Today we'll be discussing the double-rook checkmate. Remember that in Xiang the rook is the most powerful piece on the board, unlike in Western chess with the queen. It's an aggressive style of playing, and especially so when the opposite side has lost an advisor, and even more so when they've lost both. So we start with red rook coming here to check the green general. The general retreats back here to the center file. Now we take our other rook and bring it back to the back rank. Check. Green responds by putting his elephant in the way here, but we just simply capture it. Check. Green now puts his advisor in the way, which here really is the only choice. Back here he had a choice, the elephant or the advisor, but now he really has a choice. Puts his advisor in the way, and we just continue the attack. Check. The green general must move up. We follow him here, check. Now he goes back to where he was just at. We now bring our other rook to the center file, check. And really we'll see a repeat of what just happened back here, but back in the center file. Green pushes his elephant to the center file. And just as we had done a moment ago, we capture. He has no choice but to have his last remaining piece in the way of the advisor. Check. And actually checkmate. Do you remember why? Because of face-to-face laughing, green general may not move to this sixth file because our general is currently occupying it. Checkmate. Here as a second example of double rook checkmate. So we start with red rook occupying the center file. So what he's doing is he's essentially preparing a checkmate. If green doesn't respond accordingly, our next move would be down here, checkmate, right? By pinning our advisor with this other rook. So green makes the right choice by pushing his general over. We still essentially continue our attack, check. Green general moves up a spot. Now we have our red rook coming over here to the 8th file. Green comes back over here. What he's eventually going to go for, green is not always responding defensively. He's also always has to continue to mount his attack, so he hasn't given up on that. We will now pull our rook back 2 spots. Green moves his cannon here, so what he's doing is he's also, again, really trying to mount a checkmate onto us. Red pushes his other rook up a couple spots, checking. Green has no choice but to retreat and checkmate. Now when green is so well guarded, you might wonder, how on earth could red checkmate green? But in fact it's possible with a very intelligent sacrifice. So let's just get this game underway and we'll see where that sacrifice will come. We start with red, moving to the 6th file, check. If green doesn't respond appropriately, the next move will be checkmate. A straightforward one here, right? So green does respond appropriately by moving his advisor out of the way here. So he has a little room to flee. And here's where this intelligent sacrifice, actually it's not even a sacrifice. Red horse takes that advisor. Right now it's protected actually because this advisor can't take it without checking the general, and the general can't take it without checking himself. So the general has no choice but to flee to the fourth file. Now we get our horse out of the way. Here, green replies by capturing our horse. Red captures the green advisor. And this is where, remember, a theme of Double-Rook Checkmate is that the advisors are taken, really weakening green general's protection. Red general has no choice but to move up a spot. We do the same thing here, check. He must retreat again up to his corner. And we move our other rook here. Checkmate.